Contact here with these kinds of tradition that meets the eye. It's called throne mysticism. It's called Merkabah mysticism. It has to do with Ezekiel's vision of the throne. And the Lord of the throne is one of their ideas of a mystic journey into this throne mysticism, this Merkabah mysticism. There's also a sense mysticism part of this Kabbalah. You know, Kabbalah is very popular up in Hollywood these days. A lot of Hollywood actors and actresses are getting into Kabbalah since Madonna and a few others have proclaimed their allegiance to it. That might frighten a few people away, but up in Hollywood it's become an in thing. And a lot of people go around with red threads around their wrist to show they're adepts of Kabbalah. So I spoke to Madonna about this a couple of months ago in England. I said, well, said a few things about it myself. And she said, I said, what makes you think you're a big Kabbalist? She said, Kabbalah is what I say it is. I said, oh, sorry, Queen. And from that moment, the conversation basically ceased. But in other words, she just said whatever Kabbalah was, whatever she said it was, that's what it was. Not necessarily what it always had been. So, and her boyfriend, or I guess it's her husband, the movie maker, he was sitting there too, kind of Dumbo-like pose. Poor guy seems that he's basically ordered around to do whatever she says. And that's the way it is. That's why his movies have deteriorated, I guess, into non-watchability. But what's his name? Guy Ritchie, yeah. He's about 10 years younger than her, and he's paying the piper for that, I guess. In any case, they had me to lunch because they wanted me something from me, and I don't think that lunch went very well in the end. We're producing a movie on Kabbalah, and they wanted some people to speak on it, and I don't think they had liked what I had to say about that. So I haven't heard much from them since. So, but anyway, it's okay by me. I feel bad because she's such a charming lady. But anyway, Kabbalah here is there is Kabbalistic material intimated here. Now, whether it's by accident or some actual relationship connection, I can't say. I think that, as I've told you already, and that's my view, not the Muslim view. I have to tell you that. It's my view, but I'm an academic, I'm a scholar, I have a view. For instance, if I have a view of Jesus, it's not the Christian view, that's normal. I mean, Christians say Jesus is this, and we scholars don't even know if he exists. So, I mean, we're required to say that as scholars. So you can't sort of quiet us down in Islam and expect us to speak openly then in Christianity or Judaism. You know, if we say there are 4 text lines in the Old Testament, right, Mr. Parents, and that they contradict each other often, or they draw, and so on and so forth, nobody gets too angry at us for saying that there. So you can't get angry at us for saying things in Islam too. We treat all religions, try to be, as equally critical. That's our job, to try to point things out that we think are noteworthy. And one thing I think is noteworthy, that he is an honored messenger, mighty in the presence of the Lord of the throne. And that is a known idea, and as I said, I have a feeling that there were teachers here. Now, were these teachers in touch with Kabbalistic ideas? Was there a functioning Kabbalah on the Arabian Peninsula at that time? I can't say, but there were certainly ideas in the Arabian Peninsula at that time that were penetrated the Arabian Peninsula and that were circulating. There's no doubt about that. There's a Jewish Christian presence here. And it doesn't look to me like it's an Orthodox Jewish Christian presence. What I mean, it's not the presence of the high church in Byzantium or someplace, or rabbinic Judaism that we know from the Talmud. It's more of a heterodox sort of affair, an underground sort of affair. Refugees who fled there to get beyond the Roman Empire, where they would be safer. So I wouldn't be a bit surprised if there were adepts of this kind that were functioning and that people could come in contact with. It doesn't mean that he did, but it doesn't mean that he didn't. I leave that to you. You'll be the judge of that. If you're a believer or an unbeliever, whatever, you weigh that evidence and decide that for yourself. Anyway, your comrade is not mad. Some were calling him mad. He has seen these things on the clear horizon. This is not the utterance of a devil. Have you got the Arabic there on line 25? What word is he using for devil? Can you? Huh?
Shaitan.
Shaitan. Yeah, Satan. Yeah. It's from the Hebrew Satan. The Adam and Eve story in the Bible. Because sometimes he uses the word iblis for devil, which is closer to the word devil. You know, there are two words in the Bible for